So I grew up in Queens in a neighborhood of single-family houses that were quite close together, and all of them were different. And in the summer nights as a teenager, I would walk around with a friend, and we would try to decide how the houses were laid out on the inside, given what the facade looked like and given what lights were on, and we would draw and talk. And I went home after one of those evenings, getting in on time for my curfew and telling my parents, I know what I want to be. I'm going to be an architect.
Deborah has spent her career in equal measure as an educator and as an architect. And her career as an educator really began in the 1970s, working in New York City public schools and at the Institute of Architecture and Urban Studies. Since 1988, she has been a professor at Yale University, where today she is working as the dean of the School of Architecture.
Deborah is obviously a fantastic educator and architect, but she's also a warm and, I would say, selfless person. And that selflessness has translated into letting people around her do their best work.
I think Deborah comes from a place of, really seeing architecture as something that is a tool for the greater good and has an impact on society and the culture at large. And I think that that is really emblematic of her career.
More than talking the talk as an architect, you have to walk the walk. So it's how you design, what you design, who you choose to work for and with, and actually who you won't work for and with. I believe, and TenBerke believes at its core, that good design is best defined by doing good in the world. And so that was true 40 years ago, and it's still true, and maybe more needed than ever. Is this real? Me? Honestly, me? It feels great. The respect of one's peers is perhaps the most meaningful respect you can get, because I know what it's like. Yeah.